Alright, 3.6. Writing. Algebraic expressions. And you might be like, hey, I already know how to write algebraic expressions, but what this is taking word problems and putting them into it. That's right, your favorite word problems. So a lot of what you're going to have to do right here is write down keywords and understand what they mean when you write them down. Do I have a cheat sheet in here? I asked a student formerly that made a cheat sheet for me. Nope, it's not here anymore. Bummer. Alright, so translate verbal descriptions into algebraic expressions with one variable. So it's got an example right there. Amy used 2/3 of a ribbon that is y inches long to tie her hair. Write an algebraic expression for the ribbon she used. So 2/3, actually I'm not even going to write that out. 2/3 of a ribbon that is y inches long. That's the thing that's got to stick out. Anytime you see of, I would start making a word bank over here of words that mean certain things. Of means what?
Multiplying.
Of means multiply. So 2/3 y, basically. Mr. Bernal, that one's easy, right? Yep, it is. Started you off with the easy one because I'm nice like that. Slash the book is nice. Next, it says a retailer doubles the value of a coupon worth $T on a purchase of $15. Write an algebraic expression for the final cost of the purchase. So, a retailer doubles the value of a coupon with $T on a purchase of $15. So the total was $15. And coupon is what? Means you're doing subtracting off of it, and they double the coupon, they double it, so it's 2 times it, and that you're getting T off it. So it's 15 minus 2T. In your book it has a different answer. It has what?
Negative 2T plus 15.
Yeah, negative 2T plus 15. Technically, if you're going by what we talked about earlier, it's called descending order. You do variables first and then numbers second. That could be helpful. But if you're thinking about actual understanding, I think this is a lot better answer. And I don't care which one you have. Doesn't matter to me. But so you start off with the $15. You're taking money off because it's a coupon. And it's a double what it was originally worth. They don't tell you how much it's originally worth, so that makes it an unknown number, which is a variable, and it's 2 times that. So 15 minus 2T. Oh, the one thing I will say though is that when you get that final answer, you have to label it with
dollars.
Good. Is that good?
Yep.
No, it's not. That's why I paused. What's wrong with it? Right now it's saying $15 minus 2T of we don't know what, or 2T rocks, 2T rupees, 2T water bottles. In front of the what?
Negative.
Yeah, so you can say, well, it's not in front of the negative, it's just that negative. $15 minus $2T. Or if you just want to make the whole thing way easier, you just do everything else. Put parentheses around it, because really you're doing 15 minus 2T and you're sticking a dollar sign on it. This is the best way, the easiest way. Right, it's not wrong if you're going to put the dollar sign the other place. Your choice. Top of page 167, 7 sticks of clay are shared equally among 28 students. So 7 sticks are shared equally among 28 students. So that, what is that? 7 shared among 28. So let's go back to last year when there was like 28 kids in this classroom at the beginning of the year. It was actually 27, but let's say 28 including me. So there's 7 shared equally among 28. What does that mean?
7 divided by 28.
What?
7 divided
Yeah,
by
7 divided by 28. So, and then each stick weighs C grams. Right now is a algebraic expression for the weight of the clay each student receives. So they would got 7 over 28, but each one weighs C grams, which means
You add the
what?
7 over 28.
Yeah, 7 over 28 C, because each oftentimes also means anytime you have share,
Is
that's divide. Anytime you see a coupon, that's gonna mean it's negative or it's subtracting. All those are good things to put in your notes. 7/28C, good? There's still something wrong with this. What's wrong with 7/28C? Nope, don't look in your book.
No, I'm looking for just a negative and.
Every time you have a fraction, it needs to be in simplified. Oh, 7/28 doesn't simplify?
No,
Really? I'm pretty sure there's a number that goes into both 7 and 28.
no.
Yes.
4, okay, 7, 1/4.
Yeah, 1/4. So 1/4C. Or you could just turn that into C/4. Either one of them doesn't matter, because remember the C always goes to the top or on the side. It does not go on the bottom ever if you're saying that. So, and then you would also have to say grams. So I would actually label grams instead of just putting CG. Otherwise CG could look confusing. But
Co-workers.
alright, example 16. A fruit punch makes 7 quarts. So I'm gonna write that down, 7 quarts, and I'm gonna write fruit punch over here. Fruit punch makes 7 quarts when made with R quarts of orange juice. I'm gonna say 7 quarts, and it's made with R quarts. QT is quarts. Made with R quarts of, and that's OJ. So there's a fruit punch and there's R quarts of OJ in the 7 quarts. We don't know how much that is. This time it is being made with 30% less OJ. So we got 30% less this next time. Write an expression for the number of quarts the fruit punch is made this time. So again, fruit punch makes 7 quarts when made with R quarts of orange juice. This time it's being made with 30% less orange juice. Write an expression. So let's start with this. 30% less OJ, what's going to happen with this?
You're gonna.
Think about the stuff that actually represents
7,
numbers.
You wanna put 70 because it means you got 100% instead of.
Okay, so instead of 30% OJ, you could say one of two things. You could say minus 0.3 R,
Yeah.
or you could say plus 0.7 R. Because this represents the OJ that you're adding, this would be the OJ that you're taking away. If you look in your book, they end up doing the subtracting this instead of adding that. So we're gonna go with that, and it's the 7 quarts makes 7 quarts subtracting, and then we put quarts on the end. Write an expression for the number of quarts made. 7 adds to, or 7 minus 0.3 R quarts of fruit punch. B, James paid X dollars plus 3% sales tax for a pen. So hey, here's your pen, and it costs X dollars and 3% tax. You notice how the first step that I'm doing over and over again is just writing down whatever I see, I'm writing it down and then trying to figure out what I do with it. Write an algebraic expression for the amount of money he paid for the pen. So he originally would have paid this plus 3% sales tax, so how do I combine those together?
Yes, you do that. 3% is continue being money.
What about 3%?
It's money.
Okay, so it's 3%. Well, first of all, what do we do with percents anytime we're putting them algebraically?
You do the
What?
hundred.
Decimals.
Decimal, so 3% is what is a decimal?
0.0.
0.03, because it's percent, per 100. This turns into 3 over 100, which is 3 hundredths, or 0.03 is a decimal. So 0.03, it's 3% of what?
Of the cash
Of the what?
of the cap.
Yeah, of the pen. So, and the pen is X dollars, so it's, again, you notice we said 3% of, again, means multiplication. So, and that, they didn't inherently say it there. They said plus 3% sales tax for the pen. They didn't say you paid 3% of it. Although if you look in your book, it does say X increased, it does say plus that, X increased by 3% of X. So X plus 0.03, 0.03X, that's the final answer?
You forgot the money sign. No.
Okay. Good? No, it's not good. What's wrong?
Let me think. I'm gonna do math right now.
Okay, that is what you're here for. It is math class. You're here to do math. Are there any like terms that you could add?
Yeah, the 100. Oh wait.
This has an X and this has an X. This is 1X. 1X plus 0.03X makes
1.03.
yeah, 1.03X. And now you have dollars. You don't need to put the dollar, you don't need to put parentheses around it because
There's no two numbers.
there's no, well, it's all one term. Here it's two terms being separated by addition sign. Here it's all one term. Bottom, let's see, number C on the bottom page, middle way through 168. 7 watermelons each weighs W pounds. So 7 each. Every time we said each, what each represents what?
Not dividing.
Nope, you said it already.
Oh, multiplying.
Yeah, each. So 7 times W. A basket can hold 11 pounds less than 2/5 the weight of the watermelons. That one's kind of confused. So a basket, I'm just going to say basket. If I can put the T there. A basket can hold 11 pounds less. Anytime you see less is, yep, minus. 11 pounds less, so that means minus 11 pounds. 11 pounds less than 2/5 the weight of the watermelons. 2/5 the weight of the watermelons. Watermelons is 7W, so it's 2/5 of 7W. And then minus here. So this is where it gets really important. You have to make sure you know, because that confuses a lot of people when they'll see 11 pounds less than something. Well, what that really is, it means minus 11, even though it says 11 pounds less, like 11 pounds less. Think, this is negative, this is 11. So you think 11 minus, but it's the other way around. If I say, you weigh 10 pounds less than I do, I mean, you weigh a lot less than that of me, but if I say you weigh 10 pounds less than I do, then I would take my weight and then subtract 10 pounds from it.
Ooh, yeah.
So, of turns into multiplication, so I have 7W times 2 over 5 minus 11. Anything I can simplify here?
No.
Yeah, there is. I think this is 7 over 1. Anything I can cancel? Yes, no? Nope. Can I combine stuff though?
No.
Yeah, I can. What's 7 times 2?
14.
Remember, multiplication is commutative. You can move things around. That's 14. On the bottom you got 5, and you still have W, and that's minus 11. And I have to put my label on, which is
Yes. basket.
Pounds. Basket is not a label. They didn't ask how many baskets they were. They asked they said, what's the weight? What weight can the basket hold? It carries 14 minus 5 W minus 11. 14 times 14 fifths W minus 11. The quantity in pounds. So we'll go through guided practices. We're gonna go through guided practices for the next few minutes, and then you guys can start the assignment. This is when you really got to be careful of. This is one every year it really trips up a lot of people. So make sure you go through the guided practice. Check in the back of the book to before you get done to see if you got the right answers for those.